Okay, it's time. Welcome to Thursday night Thinkers Rock Live. I'm gonna start with an instrumental piece that I wrote. It's called "Outside is Better Than We Thought," Hannah. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming. Hello to Mikey and Annie, and thank you to those of you on YouTube. YouTube doesn't give me the names. If you like write comment maybe. Um, this is the first time I do this. I feel like I'm in some kind of a multimedia like a control center because I have like me on there, and me on there. Um, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I just thought I'll try it and see how it goes. Anyway, so that was a song called "Outside is Better Than We Thought," nicer than we thought, Hannah. And the story behind that is I was watching a live stream of another artist, Hannah Holbrook, who is part of a band called Shell. Anyway, long story short, we were having a good time. She's an excellent performer. She's a piano songwriter, and it has not. This music has nothing to do with her music, but like, I'm really liking this online live format where it's one thing that's we don't get in the real life situation is that through comments and things we can kind of have a conversation, right? And there's an intimacy in like the performer sort of doing it for in front of you. um, and anyway, so I just feel excited about, like, I feel like getting to know the artist better in a more personal, intimate way. And I was like, ooh, I would really love to do that on my own. So here I am. But anyway, long story short, I was just fooling around, on the guitar while watching somebody else's live stream, and I just came up with a brand new song in like probably like 20 minutes. That's kind of a shoegazer kind of thing, very sort of a rock and roll. Anyway, hello. Thank you everybody for joining. Anyway, uh, so here's a Beatles song for you. Let me do that again. I once had a girl, what should I say? She once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian blue. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. She talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she walked in the morning, then started to laugh. I told her I didn't, and I crawled off to sleep in the bed. And when I awoke, I was alone, this bird had flown. So I lit the fire, isn't it good? Norwegian blue. Norwegian Wood by Beatles. I've been playing that song for you a few years now. I love that little melody, and it's kind of a casual, quirky song that it's easy to pull out, sort of, kind of, when I don't want to play something too heavy or demanding. Although, as you saw, I could still very much mess it up. How's everybody doing? So, I will be happy to, I can't do it on the spot, but I'll be happy to entertain any requests, or if there are any sort of questions for me, you let me know. About any songs on YouTube. I'm known as the guy who analyzes people's songs, so if you have songs that you want me to look at or whatever. And speaking of songs to analyze, this is one of my favorite Radiohead song. It's called Airbag. In the next world war, jackknife Jagana am born again in a neon sign, scrolling up and down. I am born again. Instead of us, I'm back to save the universe. In a deep, deep sleep of the innocent, I am born again. In a vast German car, I'm amazed that I survived. The airbag saved my life. Instead of us, I'm back to save the Thank you. All right, let's see. So today's set list just ended up including more covers in the beginning. Well, maybe I'll play switch things around and play on original songs. Well, actually, there aren't that many original songs in this pile today. All right. Well, anyway, maybe I'll just stick to what we have. Songs are funny things, and in that, like when you're writing it, obviously it's very much yours, and you are sort of putting your thoughts and ideas and feelings into it. In fact, but at the same time, like that, you don't even know like where ideas really come from sometimes. So there's sort of an otherworldly sense about songs and the sense of ownership, at least in my opinion. And then like once the song comes out, and then you're like, okay, song, there you are. I see you. Like you are fully grown, like fully defined. You're done. And then you know, put it on a lyric sheet or record it or it just sits in your head, whatever. But like once the song feels done, then like the difference between like your song and other people's song kind of gets totally blurry, and they just all become songs, right? And then like even other people's songs, I would take it and then like totally rearrange it, or just put my ideas, or put my change it so that I can change it so that I can play or whatever, or I can, makes it suit better, and then that becomes a little bit of part of me too. So like when I'm choosing songs, I'm not always like thinking. I mean, yeah, part of me is like, oh, I want to play originals, I want to play covers, and I'm kind of like going, um, I want to have a little bit of both. But that being said, if I'm not careful, I could just totally have all cover things, and then or if I'm, or all original things, doesn't just all I'm telling you is that the thought of this is mine, this is theirs, that divide isn't that actually clear, at least from a musician's perspective. Um, that's how I feel. But anyway, um, this next song is I purposely put in the middle because it's probably one of the more demanding songs I'm gonna play today. It's an old song by Dave Matthews Band, and I like it. It's kind of a casual song, but it sounds kind of impressive. So I'm kind of like relying on it for that factor. But actually, I find it actually a lot easier. Well, among his easier songs to play, Dave Matthews is just crazy good. I mean, his guitar parts, especially early guitar parts, is so complicated. I have no idea how he sings and plays that at the same time. Something like see, I can't even play that. That song, or I mean, ugh, I can't. I can play it if I worked on it, but I don't know if I'll be able to play and sing it. It's gonna take me a long time to practice that. But anyway, this one I can kind of play. Satellite in my eyes, like a diamond in the sky. How I wonder, satellite struck from the moon, and the world of balloon peeping top from the mother station. Winter school, spring races, and the everything needs replacing. Look up, look down, all around you. Satellite. Satellite headlines read someone's secrets you've seen, eyes and ears have been. Satellite dish in my yarn. Tell me more, who's the king of your satellite castle? Winter school, spring races, and the come away, but a storm is chasing. Everything good needs replacing. Look up, look down, all around you. Satellite. 「 Rest high above the cloud, no restriction. Television, we bounce round the world. And while I spend these hours, five senses reeling, I laugh about this weatherman's satellite eyes. Satellite in my eyes, like a diamond in the sky. How I wonder, satellite strung from the moon, and the walls of balloon peeping Tom from the mother station. Winter's cold, spring races, and the calm away, but a storm is chasing. Everything needs replacing. Look up, look down, all around, yeah, satellite. Rest high above the clouds, no restriction. Television, we bounce round the world. And while I spend these hours, five senses reeling, I laugh about this weatherman's satellite eyes. Satellite by Dave Matthews Band. Okay, yep, all right. Anyway, so that's a good, it's a good warm up for the guitar, and vocal wise too. It has a higher range that warms you up. So I like pulling that one out. I will give the secrets you request, and you will be the one to sacrifice. So lay your olive arms upon my breast, and sing the poems, free the butterflies. Pray your God to ask you for your blood, for they are strong and angry, jealous ones. For lay upon my altar now your love. I fear my time is short, there are armies moving close. Be quick, my love. Feel my body weakened by the years, as people turn to gods of cruel designs. Is it that they fear the pain of death? Could it be they fear the joy of life? Pray your gods will rule you by your fear. For they are quick and ruthless punishers, for lay upon my heart your love. I fear my time is short, their armies moving on. Be quick, my love. Nobis pacem, pacem. Dona, dona, nobis pacem, pacem. Dona, dona, nobis pacem, pacem. Dona, dona, nobis pacem, pacem. That's a Todd Wet Sprocket song called Pray Your Gods. And Todd Wet Sprocket is like my number one hero, role model, aspiration. Although my music is a lot, well, for what it's worth, a lot darker and more intense for whatever reasons. Todd Wet Sprocket songs just have this. Well, okay, so Glenn Phillips, the lead singer, is just such a poet, and he has this way with his words that makes it seems more. It's both relatable and fresh and unusual and poetic at the same time, which is super hard. Um, yeah. I aspire to do that, and I think some of the songs I might be getting there, but that song, like Pray Your Gods, it's about whatever end up being your God that you worship, which a lot of times is not who you think it is. And I just relate to this line, that is it that they fear the pain of death, or could it be they fear the joy of life? And I mean the personal experience, fear of happiness, fear of success, fear of joy is very real. Some of you know that I'm going through some major life transitions. I'm going through midlife crisis, and there are lots of things that are moving right now. But one of the things that I'm learning is how somewhere in my life I learned that it's not okay to be happy, and it's when there's a suffering in the world, the right and conscientious thing to do will be to suffer wisdom. And so if I'm having a good time, I kind of clamp on it and put a lid on that and say, no, no, you shouldn't really be having a good time or whatever. And it's one of the things that I'm working through. But you think that we all have infinite capacity for happiness and joy, but it's just like any other feelings. Feelings are like muscles, and if you don't practice feeding those feelings, that muscle atrophy, and you become unable to feel that way. And I have a few feelings like that I've become a little bit bad at feeding. So, and speaking of feelings, this one is also pretty goes into pretty dark place. So this next song is an original, and it's called Perfume. It's more of a story song in a way. So I'll hope you can follow along. But yeah, I'll just sing it and then we can talk about it. It's one of the songs that it means a great deal to me. Well, all my songs do, but that I haven't really sort of recorded or put it out yet, and it's been with me for very many years. So here it is, Perfume. I came home one day and saw my empty room, yet full of dark things watching me from the floor. This whiteness is a pain to me. Can I hide it with a perfume? Please don't come after me. I don't want to lock this door from you. All the people talking to me, but who can I talk to? This baggage is so heavy, it weighs on my head. The only way to take me off is to throw away the dirty shoes. I won't need them anymore. I learned to fly instead from here. Climb up these stairs, at least I'm going up. My dear knife, please shine on me. Let this dirty blood flow out. I'm so empty and worn out. I want this train to stop. This is the last time I'll cut myself out from here. Just when I got ready to go, I saw you standing there with a cold body and a bruised heart. I didn't know why you were hurt. Then I realized you were dying with me, and my escape will not be fair. My death will not stop any death. So we stood up to start together. So that song is called Perfume, and it's obviously about someone who contemplated taking his own life. Um, not my own personal story. Um, I've never been that far down, fortunately, myself. Although obviously, at times the thought crossed my mind. Um, but the thing about this song that I can tell you is that, so the thing I like about it is, and it's a funny thing. I mean, these story songs, they don't always kind of turn out the way you think it does. Like the story kind of goes, and it's a dynamic thing between like where you think the story is going and what the character in the song is saying, and the melody and the lyrics and the number of words you can fit in. And all that being said, um, the thing that it just really strikes me about it is not that this person feels better at the end. It's not that he thinks there's hope. It's not that his load is lightened. He stays because he realizes that by leaving, he is hurting somebody else too. It's that it is making. It's not just him. It's just he's he realizes the impact that his leaving would have. And so, out of love, out of concern for somebody else, he just said, "No, I'm gonna stay." And years after I wrote this song, actually, my father was dying with ACL. ACL? ALS, no, not ACL, ALS. And he told me that he was his impending end. He contemplated, you know, ending himself. But then the thing that made him stay with us until the bitter end is the fact that he wondered how his family would feel if he chose to just go somewhere and end his life himself. So he stayed until the end, and I was grateful for that. So that's kind of a story about life imitating art in some ways. Anyway, so with that misty-eyed moment, I'm gonna move on. How's everybody doing? We have about 20 minutes. If anybody has any like requests or suggestions, you don't have to tell me now. You can tell me later or comment me later, whatever. Um, I've seen other people's live stream, and I felt that for this kind of format, it is actually nice to do kind of like a music and talking kind of thing because I don't know, there's just something intimate about that. Obviously, if you're here trying to see if I play anything worthwhile, then you might go, oh, come on, shut up and play the songs. And let me know those things, in the feedback or whatever, and then I will adjust accordingly. But today, the way it's going, I'm feeling like the way to do it is to sing and talk kind of thing. So anyway, this next song is an old song of mine that I co-wrote with a friend of mine, and it's called Appropriately. We didn't know how appropriate this is at the time, or how it would be at the time. This was written probably like around the turn of century, which makes me sound really old. About Y2K era. It's called Web, and it's about it's really weird how it applies, but it's about someone who only can talk to people through online, like she is too afraid to actually get close to real human, and that sort of conflict there is of wanting to be close, but yet you want to keep them at a distance because you're just afraid of getting hurt. See you sent through waiting for 30 seconds. Will he find you in there? Or should I have put you in the ad? Only talk through the wire and erase your voice from the phone. You don't have to find a cure, 'cause you've hidden the honesty, but you still make the call. Can you see beyond these lines? Come on the roof of this big hall. I hear you scream alone in the rain. Come to the light of this cold and dark space. Forget about the taste of the blood behind the voice. So you cancel the fair. Wanna be close but stay so far, and he won't see a drop of tear. It is there by hidden by your wall, but you still make the call. Can you see beyond these lines? Come on the roof of this big hall. We'll cry to the world alone when it rains. Thank you. So the thing I like about that one is that it just gets into this really big heroic chorus, and she keeps on trying. She keeps on trying to connect, and I don't know. It's just if you give up, I mean that's the end. You just gotta keep going. Keep going. Okay. Let's see. We have about 3 more songs, I guess. So here's a different song from Toad the Sprocket, one of really all-time favorites, and this one is another kind of it's sort of a story, but it's just something that really speaks to me. It just has this. Again, the Toad is just an amazing song of mixed emotions. It just there's disillusionment and disappointment and anger and hopefulness all in one song, and that is just amazing feat in a way. But it's just I read that it's a narrative. The story is about basically a story of Jesus, but not from like a biblical perspective, but just Glenn was imagining what it must be like to be one of his brothers and just watch him be this savior and be turned into something, whether he meant it or not, and just the whole anguish and questions that come from that. It's called Fly from Heaven. Boys making me nervous. Boys making me scared. Walk into this room and swung us like he's got some messenger. She's the name of my brother. She's the things he said. He says that he speaks to you, but he never even knew the man. But I give my life for him, like water through my hands. You give him any ending, but if he saw you say, would he fly from heaven to this world again? To this world again. Take whatever you're needing. Take whatever you can. We're broken from within. Run to another land. Run to land. Like water through my hands. Oh, is it just beginning? But if he saw you say, would he fly from heaven to this world again? To this world again. They took my brother, they ripped him from me to twist his was a stain in his body, deny his family, deny his beauty, to lay him down at the feet of those he could save. Could save. Could save. Or will it be the end? Oh, is he still ascending? But if he saw you say, would he fly from heaven to this world again? Thank you. Oh. Okay, this next one is actually a really new song to me. I know that doesn't mean a whole lot to you guys who've never heard much of my originals, but uh, this is something I finished just a couple of weeks ago, and I shared it with some of my close friends. But one day I just stumbled on this chorus that says, "As you are, you are enough." And then I was like, wow, that is a very straightforward message. And then I kind of was like, well, I've never written anything that direct before, and then just I just kind of freaked out, and I had to sort of go, well, okay, I feel like obviously this is a message that I need to receive. It's not like it's my message to you, but it's really something that I need to hear myself. So I built a song around that, but not as a message necessarily to the outside world, but I turned it into a story about how, um, you know, I hear this voice in my head, and it's saying that I am enough, and I think that's kind of important. Yes. Hi, Kara. Yes, I did play Fly from Heaven. I'll play it again sometime. All right. Here we go. This one is called It Finally Caught Up with the Poser. No, no. No, oh no, that just threw me off. Let me try again. Don't believe a word I say. I'm a good faker. Hold the ground, don't look astray. Like a real poser. Marvel at my titanium fence. Though I order a solid one, waving hands in a mad pretense. Men like me must never fall. Another year of no showing up. The memo said I better wait while stacking topaz, counting opals, spilling over into aisles. Cannot contain what floods my main gate. In this cell, my own faithful choice. What was the cutest voice? As you are, you're enough, you're enough. Don't believe a word I say. I'm a good faker. La la la, la la la, la la la. Hey, thanks for the comment. You said it reminds me of blowing wind. That's interesting. Um, I do, I'm a very kind of intense person, so a song like that, um, something, kind of uplifting message, like, as you are, you're enough kind of thing, often comes with, appropriately, like, kind of a uplifting kind of music in a way. And when I wrote this song, I just felt this surge of, intensity, as you can see from the way the music goes, and it just there's just a lot of feeling coming out over there, and um, so I guess that's kind of what I bring to the table is that I have a certain intensity or whatever, um, and that's what you get. And that might be not what you expect, but that's it's what it is. So thank you everybody for hanging out. I'm gonna play one more song and be done. Thank you so much. I hope to do this on semi-regular basis. I like the name, the Thinkers Rock Thursday, so maybe it will be Thursday again. Well, let's just say that it is for now. Um, and part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm in my midlife crisis. Want to get back in touch with the artist me, um, uh, uh, doing this. I tried it once a few weeks ago, and um, I realized that although I'm not playing in live necessarily, I get just as nervous doing this, and it's a good practice. It really is a good practice. So you guys are indulging me by watching me practice, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you so much. And Mr. Fluffy Bunny, young man, my young friend. I see your comment. Yeah, my music is not on Spotify yet. It's coming. I have a lot of things recorded. Did I show you the YouTube playlist I have of original music that I have? I think I did, right? I need to submit it to Spotify and Apple Music and all the places. So it's more my to-do list, and I should get to that after I file my taxes. So coming soon to the device near you. But anyway, this last song is called "The Must Save List," and boy, this one also hits kind of home in kind of yeah, exactly. Practice makes perfect. Carol says, yeah. I'm well, I'm far from perfect, but doing this on a regular basis will surely train me. Anyway, this song is called the Must Save List, and the current time just puts a weird twist to this song that I didn't ever foresee. Is that it's about a song about who is on the must save list and who isn't, and oh man, I could say that this song I might dedicate it to all the people out there who are risking their lives fighting for those people who you would hope that everybody's on the must save list, but some people feel that there's a varying degree of the priorities in terms of which lives may be more important than others, that kind of thing. Anyway, so it's a song from um, somebody who's out there saving lives and feeling feeling very stretched, I guess. Anyway, it goes like this. It has a pretty long instrumental part at the end, so hang on. I've come this far, while crying for mercy. My tears so spent, I cannot run straight. I can't reset the past. I held on my fear while fighting for the many trapped hearts in a cold dark street. Names not on the massive list. See me fly for the last time to your side. Oh, I hid your scars. I cover my fake holiness, but they never were healed or made complete. Never was saved from this mess. See me fly for the last time to your side. Oh, see me fly for the last time to your side. Oh. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Yep, and so I'll do this again soon. So watch out my YouTube channel and my Facebook, and then we'll do it again. And if you have any other songs or you think I should learn, or you have any other comments or questions, let me know. Kara, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I can see the Led Zeppelin comment with that one in particular. Yeah, yeah. I was a late discoverer of Led Zeppelin, but I definitely marvel at what they do, and many ways I relate to Jimmy Page. So anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks again. I will see you next time. Have a good night. How do I end this thing?